What's going on, everyone? It's Green Zero here, and I am back here again bringing you some more Kane's Wrath action. And been looking at my YouTube channel a lot, and there are so many people saying we want more games of you in them because we want to see more Steel Talons games. And I'm like, I don't really VOD a lot of games with myself in it. There isn't first-person VOD, there is a one or two here or there, but most of the time it's of other players. But anyway, I thought, screw it. I mean, I tried to VOD 2 games before this, and they were just terrible. I couldn't handle it. They were that bad. But anyway, so I just decided, nah, screw it. I'm going to go on. I'm going to VOD one of my own games. This one here is on the members tab, uploaded last week or something. It's between Gigax and myself. So GDI Steel Talons on Torment Rift. Everyone wanted the Rift games, so here we go. Yeah, what can I say? I know what's going to happen, so I'm just going to tell you what I was thinking in my point of view here in this game. I can still pretty much remember it very freshly. Myself and Gigax played a couple of games, 4 or 5 or something. He did win the first one, which I wasn't very happy about. Yeah, I was trying to play very aggressive on decision, and he managed to hold off, shut it down, and turn that one around. But the last couple of games were pretty good. And this one here I thought would be definitely worth uploading. So anyway, I've decided that I'm going to send 3 rifleman squads straight down the bottom to deny any kind of scouts. I wanted to cut off his engineers. Of course, he hasn't actually got any. He's only got 1 for this spike here. So these 3 rifleman squads are going to come down here and cut nothing off. But maybe Gigax will be thinking that I'm going for the spikes if I'm sending all my rifles down there. I haven't got anything in the middle of the map though. I'm like, alright, I'm against GDI. If I send all my rifleman squad in force, you can see I'm just pulling one of them back here, just so they group up a little bit here. You can see like back and forth, so they all stay together. There you go, stopping again and moving, so it's all lined up in a row. So if I come up against enemy rifle squads, I've got the power of 3 against the power of 1 or 2, or maybe he'll have 3. But anyway, he's got this garrison here, and I'm looking around for the engineers. I'm like, alright, he hasn't got any engineers, so I'm just going to move on. I'm probably going to split these scouts up. What's he going to do? He's just going to keep that garrison there. He has got scouts up the top here coming around to my base. I'm just going straight for my economy here. Got my heavy harvesters going. Obviously GDI Vanilla with his chain gun. Feels all special there. And as you can see, he just manages to grab that building, so I pull back. I don't think I'll lose anyone. Though 2 of those guys die in that squad, but there's still 2 squads there. The other squad is heading up and around here. It's best to put these kind of scouting parties on the whole position move, so you can move them around, don't have to worry about them wandering off. Anyway, he does have a tower placed here. I'm not sure if I see that or not. I'm splitting up my forces again, sending one to the blue field just to guard there. I am killing his units over here, powering down to make sure I have the power there. Obviously, I walked straight into that tower, so that wasn't good. However, Gigax does not appear to have a second ref. There he goes, dropping the second ref now. Building a pit bull, or he's actually started to build pit bulls. That's probably why I slowed him down a little bit. I haven't seen the pit bulls, of course, but I've sold the tower off, sending those guys to scout. Scouting, very, very important. Oh man, it's the most important part of the game. There's something happening over here. Looks like scouts facing off against scouts, and I do actually manage to come out on top this time. He did sell the tower. That's going to force another tower placement, but as you can see, he's packed his MCV up, and I'm not sure if I realized that. But I'm a little bit iffy as to why he's trying to keep me out of his base, placing extra towers and stuff like that. It obviously gets a little bit of suspicion going. It's why you try and cut off as many scouts as you can, because if they think that you're over asserting yourself, trying to stop too many scouts, it looks like you're rushing or something. But anyway, he's got 5 people who's moving up and around here. Am I going to notice he's only got 3 harvesters? I'm not quite sure. They have chain guns on them, so I don't want to get too close to them. That's the thing. Another harvester coming out now. He's going for an expansion. I can see the MCV moving because it has moved into my line of sight. I've gone straight for orcas though. Something that I don't usually do too often. I've only got 4 harvesters here. I'm actually building a 5th one now. I decided to get some early orcas up. It's probably not going to pay off in this instance because he has 5 pit bulls coming down here. I didn't see them, I wasn't expecting them. I only saw 4 harvesters, 5th harvester come out. I was thinking, oh, that's probably alright. But anyway, these guys completely jumped the harvesters up there. I'm going to dig in and start shooting at whatever I can. That harvester, pull it back, obviously didn't pull it back far enough, it decided to stop. That wasn't good at all. He may actually get a second harvester. No, I'm going to try to kill these people with my orcas. There's a scatter move there. Just spreading them out now. That orca just about dead. No, can I save another harvester? I think I'm going to be able to save a harvester. I actually get a little bit lucky here. He actually moves that one, moves his guys in, not quite, and I get an epic crush off on those guys there, and the harvester just survived, so a little bit of luck there. Again, this is not a build I start out with too often. I just wanted some early orcas out for some early map control. I could have even sold off my command post, but I did want to keep it at this stage in the game, so all of a sudden I'm like, alright, he's just coming and taking out a harvester. He took out an orca as well, and he knows I've got orcas, so he's probably going to be building a lot of pit bulls now. So I just decided, alright, I can't out pit bull him, so I'm just going to build armor. That's why I'm going to build lots of tines and rockets and stuff like that, and it'll just be hard for him to handle because he's gone for a lot of pit bulls here. I can see that he's upgraded his power plant now, so he's obviously got a comm center. He's placing down these anti-air turrets just to help him out a little bit. It's easy to keep those going. As soon as he's degarrisoned my scouts, I move them down here to see what he's doing. He's actually going for engineers, and here come the orcas now, and this area is totally undefended. That one double A turret is not going to deter me at all, and I'm going to get away without any... Oh no, does manage to shoot one down, and you can see these scouts still going. You can see his expansion. Obviously those orcas are completely aware of what's going on down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 harvesters here now, so I've got my economy back up. One orca was destroyed. I'm going for another ref now. You can see I'm a little bit behind. I've sent a harvester down there, but I don't quite have the ref done. The ref's only just started. I do have a barracks, however, and I did build one engineer. I think I was going to build a second. No, I didn't build a second. I was going to build 2 engineers until I realized at this time he had that garrisonable structure, so I stopped building engineers. So I had one engineer running around the map, and I didn't know what I was going to do with him. I do send him over here. These rockets have wandered into the middle of the map here, and they're going to find there's a foxhole here. This is just to make sure he's not sending any harvesters to the blue field, and it keeps this whole area of the map under my sight. So I can see there's an attack coming down here. Anyway, what's happening over here? Rifleman squad's still going in his base. It's really important that he should get rid of those engineer running it. I think I ordered him to this spike, but I didn't realize that was garrison, and he does get shot. It's really hard to keep a handle on your engineers because you can't. If you push Q to see all the units, you can't actually. The engineer doesn't actually show up. So if you want to find the engineer, you actually have to look for him manually. You can't just push Q and double click on him, and it takes you to where he is. Anyway, rockets over here trying to defend these guys off here. The harvesters have stopped. They're moving around now. I'm not sure if he's going to get any of these guys here. There's a grenadier squad over there, not quite sure. The orcas are back out somewhere. Are they attacking harvesters? I'm not quite sure what they're doing. They're running around. Even so desperate, I'd drop a guardian cannon. I did lose a harvester there, so it's not looking that good for me at the moment. What's happening up here? The orcas are just sitting idly up here while I handled that attack. The engineer, actually, I did send him around the back. I figured this one wouldn't be garrisoned anymore, but it was, and I lost him. Orca's now on the move now that I can see what's going on. I'm going to come in here and probably going to snipe down a harvester. I want to look for full harvesters, but then I realize that really hasn't got anything in it. And I don't think I quite finished this one off. I think I pulled back a little bit too soon. There you go, and that's going to cost me not another orca. I did save an orca. I didn't get the harvester, but I saved an orca. And I'm just going to fire off some rockets over there, just about getting that predator tank. I mean, weakening predator tanks against on GDI is very, very good. He's actually got firehawks coming out now. So this match going a little bit more micro intensive. It's been very heavily harassment, but my harassment's pretty much been made up of just orcas, and I've got a lot of rifleman squads running through his base constantly, so I know exactly what's going on. I don't think I saw these firehawks though. And as you can see, I am still at tier 2, selling up and arranging my units here. I send 3 titans out. The thing about Titan Harvest Crushing, which is what I'm doing at the moment, is if you send 2 harvesters, it's way, way more effective, because even if they see them, the Titans can start opening up and they'll probably destroy them with their cannons. But I decided, screw it, I'm going to send 3 around the back and see how they go. And we will see how they go later on. Anyway, I've got some units down here defending. What am I doing? Getting my economy up to scratch again. It's at this point in the game where I feel I should go for my tech center as well, because I think he's got his. He has got a Stratifighter booster done. He's just about got his 4th Firehawk up, and he's building something from his other airfield as well. He may be going for hard points as well. What's going on the map? More scouts moving down. You can see I've got these guys here on a patrol. Good thing you can do is hold down your waypoint, click on an area, and then click back on the area, and you'll see the bar change color. What's happening over there? Orcas destroying more harvesters, but I will lose most of my orcas, and that's not good. Reclamator hub down now. Anyway, yeah, once you've got them on patrol, if you put them on hold fire stance, they'll actually keep patrolling indefinitely. You can see my orca, I'm selling off my airfield, I don't need it anymore. But yeah, they won't stop and shoot at pit bulls, they'll just keep patrolling, and the pit bulls will never kill them because they won't stop moving. And now I'm going for AP ammo, realizing that GDI infantry is a pretty big threat. My tech center was destroyed, so that's bad. My railguns all gone. And I do have triple ref down here now. And as you can see, more scouts coming up. I can see that he's not building a Marv, he's building harvesters out of his Reclamator hub, trying to replace what my orcas have done. He does have hard points now, so fully upgraded Firehawks on a big map like this. And these 3 Titans have made their way across the map. They did get a harvester, I believe. They tried to get the second one, but it ran away. And now I'm just like, alright, let's destroy these power plants, upgraded power plants, and all of a sudden he's in serious power problems. He's got 1 power plant to power everything he's got here, and that is nowhere near enough. And it's at this point in the game that these Titans are dead, they've got no support, they can't escape. So I might as well try to destroy this ref. By destroying this refinery, he loses ground control up here, and it'll be difficult to regain this Tiberium at a later stage of the game. But of course, those zone troopers, nothing much I can do about them. Firehawk's coming in now. I did manage to phase my, what do you call it, sonic fence my tech center that time and save it. Going for railguns now. I do have AP ammo. Actually, maybe I wasn't going for railguns. I might have been going for tungsten, actually. Yes, I think I was going for tungsten. Drop or a barracks because it's going to be quicker to engineer repair that. It's probably going to be cheaper as well. Alright, there you go. So my tech center just goes straight back to full health. And I've actually gone Behemoth, screw railguns. I was upgrading railguns until he cancelled it. I have a Titan Wolf army, and I'm going for the Behemoth now to stop the Marv. And he's actually moving out. And so this stage in the game, it's like, uh-oh, what's going to happen now? These armies are coming in, and they're going to collide. Steel Talons versus GDI ground forces. No one's really got an overly powerful force. This Titan Wolverine mix, if they can congest themselves up, will be quite powerful and be able to defeat what he's got. But once the Marv rocks up, I'm going to be in a world of pain there. He has no upgrades from his tech center. Try and avoid stepping on the blue Tiberium with your infantry because it will kill them very fast. There's only 2 Behemoths there. Those Behemoths, another one up there trying to leech that field. I think oh, here come the Firehawks, but I'm watching them. Here's the tungsten. What are they going to bomb? And I'm just like, no, I don't think that's going to happen. And he pays for it with the Firehawk. You see the Surveyor come out now a little bit late. I'm just about out of Tiberium actually. That's not good. And it's this stage in the game, it's like, I want to avoid the Marv, so I'm just going to go up here, and because I'm deep in his territory, he'll kind of have to respond. If he rolls all the way across the map, he's going to have to deal with what I've got over here. Sending all my harvesters to the main field now, except recalling the ones that are very full tib to this refinery. I come up here and I'm like, oh, hang on, his conyard is way out in the middle of nowhere, and that's going to force his army to turn around. I'm kind of hoping it's just baiting him, like, hey, look, I got a big army, I'm deep inside your territory, you should kind of do something about that. But no, he's going to head across the map. It's going to take his sweet time getting across there, considering I'm already here destroying his conyard. There you go, Orc Strike going off to hitting that Titan, causing a fair bit of damage. There's people's moving around the top, but they're not going to be able to do too much. I have leveled his conyard. He is moving across. There's dual rockets here, but the problem is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 Behemoths, and they have buildings to hide behind. So that's going to be just about GG. There's actually even rifleman squads in some of these Behemoths. You can see those 2 there definitely have rifleman squads in there. And I'm just popping a lot of towers and suppressing the infantry and using the AP ammo to destroy them. So that's pretty much going to be the end of that attack. The Marv really is just out by itself. He's in very big danger, has no air support. He's down 1 Firehawk. He can still bomb effectively because it only takes 3 upgraded Firehawks to destroy normal structures like war factories and refineries. But of course I've got the sonic, the sonic thingy, so that's probably not going to help him too much. He has some people who's running in here. He's going to hurt these harvesters, and that's not good for me. That's not good for me at all. Anyway, this army is moving around here, going to finish off that AA turret. And he called in Bloodhounds, but of course they just get destroyed straight away. I've got a lot of Behemoths going. He has no Juggernauts, so this is a big problem for him. I'm actually coming down now and going to level this base. Where are his Firehawks? He's got a Sonic Emitter. That's really bad for me. I hate Sonic Emitters. And the Orcas, no, not the Orcas. The Peoples are up here and they have mortar, and they're actually going to destroy this base. The Marv, though, is coming around. And it's now that I'm moving these Behemoths around, I'm starting to manage my base a little better. The Surveyor did make it through, so that's good. I am about to drop that Sonic Emitter, but it's caused a lot of damage, and that is not good for me at all. Another Conyard is obviously out. The Marv now is just trapped. And look at these Behemoths. Look at the positioning on the Behemoths. Shockwave artillery goes off as well. Obviously they can shoot through units, stuff like that, because their artillery, they're simulated to shoot over it, but they obviously shoot through it because of their style. But yeah, that Marv got completely wasted there. So anyway, that's going to be the end of that. He's about to lose his airfield. There's a lot of Titans still here. There is 1 Wolverine trying to gun down those rockets there. The rest of the Titans destroying the airfield. I'm trying to destroy structures that I can actually kill. That's why I'm hitting the airfield and hitting the power plants, trying to move forward and crush. There you go, because this just really hurts him. I mean, he's actually got the railgun upgrade, and that's really the only unit he's built that's implementing it up to this stage in the game. All his Predator tanks are dead. He even sells his tech center off, so that's not going to help him much at all. These Titans are coming through. I don't want to shoot at the Mammoth tank because I can't destroy it. It's getting repairs there, so I'm shooting at the Reclamator hub to try and damage it, so when he sells it, he'll get less money for it. These Titans aren't going to escape. Might as well cause as much damage as I can. He's going to have to pay to repair that or lose money in the sell. So that's no good. His Firehawks are actually sitting up here. They have nowhere to land. He's got no power, and he can't really afford to use them. Meanwhile, I do have this expansion up. I'm keeping the outpost just until I get my next structure up here, I believe. And as you can see, there's some tungsten defense down here. Probably not quite enough, but I mean, his Firehawks are pretty much disabled at this stage in the game. I didn't want to counter with Firehawks, so I decided to go tungsten. It's only $2,000, and that means I can place air defenses with a peace of mind that they're actually going to be able to shoot down those Firehawks if they get in range. Obviously, there needs to be a couple of them because one won't do it. There's only 2 there. There were more there, but I sold them off because I figured the Firehawks weren't coming back, and I may have destroyed them without even noticing. These behemoths here have all been garrisoned up with rockets and rifles, and there's even grenadier squads in there just to mix it in, selling off the outpost now, getting the refinery up here. Now, this is the problem. He's getting blue Tiberium, and I did send these units down here because I was going to dig 2 foxholes just to deny the harvesting here, but he does send these guys across and delay that and destroy that attack there. There's only a couple of rockets left, but they will be destroyed. And he has forgotten about a harvester there. So what's happening up here? He's actually going to use his Firehawks. He doesn't have an airfield though. So once they drop their bombs, that's going to be GG for them. And they do manage to destroy that before I can see. Although I don't have a comm center, so I can't actually place a sonic field there. He doesn't have an airfield, so those guys are going to burn up now. I think he really should have put an airfield down because they're so valuable at this stage of the game. He hasn't got his tech center. He's got these 3 Firehawks. And I think he's realised, oh crap, they're burning up. He could use them as just suicidal scouts now, but those peoples, they're going down. And this is the point of the game where I'm like, whoa, what is going on? Because I figure I've got it won. There's a line of behemoths. They all have tons of infantry in them. So he really can't do anything about that. His Conyard is down, his barracks is down. Outpost. He's only got one more barracks. That's his only production structure. And yeah, it's basically moving in for the kill now. So Gigax getting completely outdone in this game. I mean, he was in such a good position, but then I turned it around. Probably I destroyed too much of his infrastructure for what he could destroy of mine, and he's actually coming in and destroying this base right now. But anyway, he's actually getting these rockets right up close. You see the grenadiers even throwing their grenades here. But yeah, a lot of the infantry inside these behemoths, they really struggle to shoot out of the behemoths sometimes, and this is costing me big time. All these rockets are in range, and none of the rifles are deciding to actually light them up. So I actually had to de-garrison some of them. If you set them to aggressive stance, sometimes it helps a little bit. But yeah, I was really disappointed that all my my infantry garrisons just weren't firing. You can see I'm bailing out a lot of the rifle squads trying to kill those rockets, and I'm like, oh, hang on, I'm losing everything here. That was not good at all, because I had support in the form of infantry. He's actually got an elite mammoth, no, veteran mammoth tank in there. I'm trying to destroy that. I did have support in the form of the infantry, but they just wouldn't fire properly, and that really hurt me big time. So I've lost my whole line of units there. He's bringing in blue tips, so that's going to help him pretty good. But as you can see, I've got another army here, got another ref up. I am low on power. That mammoth tank is still going to town on these units here. It does get to elite pretty soon. There you go, it just goes to elite right then. So he's going to be relishing in that. He has got the opportunity to reclaim all these husks, which he kind of needs. He's only got 1 barracks, so that's going to stall him for... oh, he sells everything, even the power plant. I don't think he should have sold the power plant, because that's going to slow down his build. Yeah, it is slowing down his build a lot, but anyway, there's a lot of hot units down here, and I don't quite have enough AP ammo. You see these Wolverines, there's just not enough of them, and there's only 1 rifleman squad there trying to go in for the crush, and it's at this stage in the game like, uh-oh, he's got a lot of infantry, and I'm still worried about this big line of behemoths here that I can't really do anything about. I was trying to get to them to either destroy them or protect them, and I realized I have to turn around here. But I was forced to sell my Conyard off when I'm trying to run these units away because I need everything I can. Elite Mammoth tank still going, a lot of Tiberium there. I do have a war factory and an airfield, and I'm desperately trying to pump out as much AP ammo as I can. The only AP ammo units I can build obviously are the Wolverines, and I think I'm trying to build Hammerheads as well. I need to stop this attack here. This attack is forming up. There's a lot of heroics there as well. There's only 2 actually, but there's a lot of infantry there still nonetheless, and he's starting to reclaim these husks, and that is bad. He's only got 1 structure left, so I figured he just went all in and trying to get 1 last desperate attack. Now I have a lot of economy up here. I have 4 harvesters, 2 refineries. I mean, it's not huge, but it's pretty good considering what I'm funding. And here we go. I'm like, all right, I've got the units here now. I can go and destroy this attack. And then I see the behemoths, and I'm like, oh no, he's reclaiming these behemoths. That's not good at all. And as you see, the infantry run away, and shooting them in their retreat is the best thing you can do. Infantry retreating, you definitely want to chase them down. Anyways, you see I overwhelm these forces. You got to watch out. The behemoth can actually one-shot a lot of the Wolverines if the shot is on target there. And you see I'm forced to retreat there. I'm just like, oh crap, that is not going too well. And that elite mammoth has rocked up into my base. I'm like, oh no. And I was actually feeling the game slipping away because I just didn't have units to stop this attack. I have knocked down 1 of those behemoths. There is a rifleman squad, an elite one, which is about to go heroic, which helps me out a ton. About to kill the last units there, and they're just cutting off all the reinforcements, even firing the behemoths. It's going to take their sweet time killing those. But here comes the Orchid Strike, and that really helps me. That takes enough health off the elite mammoth tank to kill it, but he destroys the war factory. And with the war factory dead, the only units I can produce are, orcas and hammerheads. Those heroics still going. I think I try to move them out of the way just in time too. There you go. Of course, I can call in Bloodhounds, but I don't have the money for it. I'm queuing up about 30 Hammerheads at the moment, desperately trying to hold this back, and I didn't realize he only had a barracks left, but I held the attack, and all of a sudden I'm just like, alright, that's done. I can't reclaim these husks, obviously. They're absolutely useless to me because I can't build it. There's no physical way to get an engineer. This is all I have left, only structures I have left, aside from a power plant there, which could have come in handy later on if I had been almost defeated. So this one was a very close game. Obviously a lot more exciting to play than watch, but it was still pretty good viewing, I have to admit. So there you go, that was a very close game. Not quite the super talents you were expecting, but nonetheless this is a recent one, and that's going to be the end of the game. So if you if you want to see some Steel Talons in action, there you go. Not quite what you were thinking, no railguns, but okay, a lot of behemoths, and interesting game. So 19 minutes 55 seconds, 56 seconds, 140,000 to myself, and Gigax got 119,000, close to 120,000, so $20,000 in favour of me. You can see that Gigax there for the last 4 or 5 minutes just had nothing. He's had spikes, so that really hurt him. You can see it was pretty much on par to that point there, and then of course I surged ahead, was able to build up and overwhelm. So the last fights, obviously, yeah, pretty intense. So that was a very good one to play. Not too bad to watch. I hope you all enjoyed that VOD. Anyway, yeah, I'll see if I can get some more exciting games, because like I said, I did try to VOD 3 or 4 games this week. They were just terrible, and I couldn't bring myself to edit them. So here we go. This is what you got. Green Zero versus Gigax. That's right. So I hope you like Steel Talons. I hope you enjoyed this VOD, and I will see you all next time.